Congressman,
Is this war responsible for any of this?
Congressman, food at home is up 2.5% since President Trump took office.
Are we at war currently?
Which is twice.
Are we
It's
at
up
war
twice that much
currently?
every year under the Biden administration.
Are we at war currently?
That the conflict has been halted.
The conflict has been halted. So we're not at war. So our military is not involved. We're not at war.
Again, if you would like for me to call the Secretary of War, I can ask.
So here's the thing. You start a congressional hearing, supposedly the people's business, right? And the first thing they tell you is what you can and can't say. Larson even calls that out. In a democracy, let that sink in. Representative John Larson, Democrat from Connecticut. He's been around the block. He knows the game. And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Trump's guy, former hedge fund manager, now running the Treasury Department. The topic? Inflation, gas prices, and whether we're actually at war with Iran or just, I don't know, having a special military operation or whatever they're calling it now. Because working people are getting squeezed at the pump and at the grocery store, and the administration wants to play word games instead of giving straight answers. Larson's not having it. Like and subscribe if you want more of this. Drop a comment. What do you think about how Bessent handled these questions? Was he dodging or was Larson being unfair? We read everything and we'll like to hear your thoughts.
Always kind of unusual when you start a hearing and are instructed what you can say or can't say in an open and free democracy. But having said that, you mentioned in your testimony core inflation a couple of times. What's the difference between core inflation and inflation?
Many people believe, or it is in general, energy prices and food prices, which are much more fast-moving. And I would say that energy prices will roll down when this Iran conflict ends.
So is gasoline considered part of core inflation?
Yes, sir.
It is. So those remarks, core inflation reflects gasoline prices.
Core inflation, it reflects the underlying trend in inflation and whether that inflation has become endemic to the system as it did during President Biden.
Has the war in Iran had anything to do with core inflation?
Sir?
Does the war in Iran have anything to do with core inflation? Or you can't answer that, or
no.
either, or are we precluded from asking that?
Well, I'm not sure what the question is.
Let me make it as simple as I can. Does the war in Iran, are you with me? Has the war in Iran
thus far,
have witnessed the rise in gas prices as it caused?
Well, again, that is the regular inflation, and gas prices have gone up, which I believe will be temporary.
Gas prices have gone up, but you believe they're temporary.
Core inflation has dropped 0.5% since President Trump came to office.
Geez, you know, when I'm home in my district, I'm going to just tell those people, geez, you know what? You missed this whole thing. Don't you understand core inflation? You guys are better off. I mean, these gas prices, I don't know what you people are thinking out there. For God's sake, you know, you should be doing cartwheels in the street over the price of gas. So what is the administration's plan to lower gas prices?
We've taken the many.
Are you in favor of eliminating the gas tax?
We have moved to.
Are you in favor of eliminating the gas tax?
We would like to work.
Are you able to answer that, or is that not answered?
Well, if I'm not interrupted, I can, Congressman.
Well, I'm waiting for your answer.
We have asked Congress to move to eliminate the gas tax. That is done through statute.
You have moved that. So you're in favor of eliminating the gas tax.
We have asked for that.
So we can join bipartisanly today because you're in favor of it to eliminate the gas tax.
Again, the White House has asked for it, sir.
They have? Why isn't it before the committee for a vote?
I don't run the agenda.
Well, it's good to hear that we're in favor of something that we can work on bipartisanly that will help relieve people who need it the most. Forgive me, but people in my district aren't doing cartwheels over this economy. They haven't seen the impact that you claim that they're all receiving. People hear a lot of rhetoric, et cetera, but that doesn't pay their grocery bills. That doesn't pay their heating costs. That doesn't put fuel in their tanks. That doesn't help them get through the day-to-day grind of their lives. And so coming here and filling us with platitude and telling us how grateful we should be to the Trump administration for everything that it's done,
Well, Congressman,
is this war responsible for any of this?
Congressman, food at home is up 2.5% since President Trump took office.
Are we at war currently?
Which is twice.
Are we
It's
at
up
war
twice that much
currently?
every year under the Biden administration.
Are we at war currently?
That the conflict has been halted.
The conflict has been halted. So we're not at war. So our military is not involved. We're not at war.
Again, if you would like for me to call the Secretary of War, I can ask. I'm the Secretary
So
of
as part of the
Treasury.
administration and as part of this, we're not at war. How in God's name, if we can't answer any questions at all, and I don't know, maybe there were some special orders where we're not allowed to these questions or not, we ought to make that clear. Are we at war or not? I'm asking as relation to the cost of going up for oil and gas. That hasn't risen. Has it risen because of the war?
It did rise because of the conflict, yes, sir.
The conflict. So that's what we call it. Our people go into battle and lose their lives.
Mr.
in a
Larson, your time has
conflict.
expired.
Larson starts with a basic economics question, and Bessent fumbles it. Core inflation excludes volatile items like food and energy. That's Econ 101. Yet Bessent says gasoline is in core inflation. It's not. Gasoline is an energy price, and energy is excluded from core. This isn't a minor slip. It's the Treasury Secretary getting his own metric wrong under oath. Or maybe he's deliberately muddying the waters so he can credit Trump for core inflation dropping while blaming gas prices on Iran. Either way, it's misleading. Bessent admits gas prices went up because of the Iran conflict. But he insists it's regular inflation, not core inflation, and it's temporary. Here's the problem. Temporary doesn't pay the bills. When you're a working family and your commute just got $40 more expensive per week, temporary is cold comfort. And Bessent's promise that prices will roll down when this Iran conflict ends? That's a big if. We don't know when it ends. We don't even know what it is because the administration won't call it a war. This is where it gets wild. Larson keeps it simple. Are we at war? Bessent deflects to, the conflict has been halted. Larson presses, so we're not at war? Our military's not involved? Bessent jokes about calling the Secretary of War, a position that hasn't existed since 1947. It's a deflection, and not a clever one. Here's why this matters, and why Democrats are hammering it. If we're at war, there are legal implications. Congressional authorization, War Powers Act, transparency requirements. Here, if we're not at war, then why are gas prices spiking? Why are we losing troops? Bessent wants the political cover of military action without the accountability. That's not how this works, or at least, it's not how it's supposed to work. Larson asks if Bessent supports eliminating the federal gas tax. Bessent says the White House has asked Congress to move on it. Larson points out the obvious. If they actually wanted it, they'd put it up for a vote. Bessent's response? I don't run the agenda. Classic pass the buck. The administration gets to say they support something popular without actually doing anything to make it happen. Here's the Democratic angle. Republicans had unified government for 2 years under Trump. They could have eliminated the gas tax anytime. They didn't. Now they want credit for asking while blaming Democrats for blocking it. But they never actually brought it to a vote. It's theater. Larson closes strong. People in my district aren't doing cartwheels over this economy. He's right. Food at home is up 2.5% since Trump took office. Bessent's own number. That's twice the annual increase under Biden. By Bessent's math, so much for inflation is down. And here's what Bessent left out. The Inflation Reduction Act included provisions to let Medicare negotiate drug prices, cap insulin costs, and invest in domestic energy production. Republicans want to repeal parts of it. So when Bessent talks about lowering costs, ask which costs and for whom. This hearing was about the Treasury budget, but it's really about the narrative war over the economy heading into 2026. Republicans want to claim victory on inflation while blaming any remaining pain on Iran, Biden, or whoever's convenient. Democrats like Larson are saying, no, own it. If you're in charge, you're responsible. Don't tell people they're better off when they're not. Don't call it a conflict when families are burying their kids. The gas tax? Dead on arrival unless Republicans actually whip votes for it. The Iran situation? Still undefined, still dangerous, still costing us at the pump. And Bessent? He walked out of that room having said a lot of words that didn't mean much. Like and subscribe. Comment below, was Larson right to press this hard, or was he grandstanding? And do you think the administration should just say we're at war if we're sending people into battle? Let's talk about it.